Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Happy, what's today? Wednesday? Tuesday? My hair all messed up. That's my hair. Uh, yeah. So what's going on? I hope everybody's having a beautiful weekend or had a beautiful weekend. I know it's no work tomorrow because everybody's celebrating MLK. Blessings and let me set my stuff up. Give me a second. Hey, Jamisha, long time no see. How you doing? Jamisha, I ain't see you in the book club for a while. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, Beverly, how you doing? Listen, I want to talk about Kiona. What's good? What's good? What's good? Lady P, what's good with you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing amazing. Listen, I ain't gonna take too much of your time. I want to talk about why people can't be right, why they can't do right by you. Hey, Shawty Rock, how you doing? Hey, Tracy Ann, Donna, what's going on? Bakes, you all here tonight? Hey, Ali, Donna, how you doing? How you doing? Tink, what's going on with you, girl? I see you, Miranda. I see you. I see you. Hey, Miranda. I want to talk about why they can't be good by you, why they can't do right by you. Some of you all are frustrated as hell. Hey, Nadine. Some of you all are so frustrated. Hello, Aquanetta. Wait, you can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay. Blessings, Joel. Blessings, 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 blessings. Okay, blessings. I want to talk about why they can't do right by you. Now, some of you are frustrated because you being with someone. Um, so how did I get so wise? I don't think I'm wise. I think I pay attention. No, this is not a replay. This is me live right now. Yeah. A lot of people are frustrated because a lot of folks are very frustrated because no matter what you do, no matter how much you give them, right? No matter how much you give them, no matter what you do for them, no matter how much um, you try to be a good person to them, they just can't do right by you. And so, um, some people don't want to do right by you. It's their choice. Some people can't do right by you, and they will not do. You're right. It's their choice, right? Some people won't do right by you, but some of you all are just. Some of you guys are just frustrated, and so some of you are ready to give up. Throw in the towel on all relationships and all dating because of someone just couldn't do right by you, right? Hey, Candice. And so I'm gonna give you some reasons why they really are not choosing to do right by you. Now here's the biggest reason. Okay, here's the biggest reason. Feelings of insight. Indeed, Nadine. Indeed. Hey, Regina. People are not doing right by you because they still haven't found their person. I think that's the biggest reason. They still haven't found their person. They still haven't found their person. Hey, Candice. They still haven't found their person. They're still looking for their persons. And they haven't found it yet. Hey, Tamara. They haven't found it yet. Now I know they are with you, and I know they haven't found their person. You're not their person. You are just a temporary. You are just a filling spot. And that's why they're not doing it. They're not gonna they're not gonna stop cheating, they're not gonna stop lying, they're not gonna stop disrespecting you, abusing you, because you are not their person. Some people, they meet you but you are not their person because why? They know that you are a good person. They know that you are quality. Nani Puffins, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Blessings. It's good to see you as always. Hey Elsa, and thank you for the gift. Okay, Miranda, they can't do right by you because they can't do right concerning themselves. That is true too. That is true. That is true indeed. That is true. They can't do right by you a lot of times because you are not their person. And as soon as you realize that you are not their person, you get to walk off. But some of you are questioning yourself. You're looking at yourself like you're looking at yourself. You looking at you like you're not good enough. You begin to think something is wrong with you. You begin to question who you are and your value. And this whole time, you just you're just not their person. and you got to make sense of that. Sometimes you just your biggest mistake is just that you stay too long, and some of you knowing that you stay too long, you're still staying. You are still choosing to stay. You are not their person. Now I don't know how many times or how can I say that. You're just not their person. You see what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, hey, Christopher, yeah, question me, please question me. I hope you get them questions answered too. But seriously, you sometimes you're just not their person. And that's why you begging them and you begging them and you praying to God. Hey tutor, you praying to God and you praying to this and you why can't you just be faithful? And why? Because you're not their person. The second reason why somebody can't do right by you is because you're choosing somebody with no discipline. You're choosing somebody with no discipline. A person with no discipline can't do right by themselves even, much less to you. A person who lacks discipline cannot do right by themselves or you. A person who lacks self-discipline, right? A person who lacks self-discipline can't even do right by themselves, so much less you. That's why you got to see what people are doing with their lives. You got to look and see what people are doing with their lives so you can have an idea where you can fall into place, where you will be in place. Because if you don't see what they are doing in their life when it comes to discipline and guidance, you are just there wasting your time. You are just there wasting your time. Can you give somebody a third chance? You can give people just as many chances as you want. But after a while, you realize that if somebody break you and you give them a chance to break you again, it's on you this time. You know, sometimes when you give people multiple chances to break you, you can't get mad at them for for being who they are. You can't get mad at them for being who, you can't get mad at the dog for just biting you. It's just a dog. That's just what they do. They bite. That's their nature. So sometimes when you keep giving people second and third and fourth and fifth chance, after a while, that's on you, man. You got to be careful. But yeah, but like I was saying, um, like I was saying, they can't do right by you because they have no discipline. You have to pick somebody. Matter of fact, one of the strongest characteristics or a trait that you should choose somebody on is discipline. Many of us don't have discipline. Many of us just have a bunch of insecurities, not discipline. The third thing is that sometimes they can't do right by you because they're not ready for you. They can't do right by you because they're not ready for you. They're not ready for you. And let me explain. Sometimes when a person meets you, they can see that you are a good woman or a good man. They acknowledge that you have a value to you. They acknowledge that you are a great person, but they are not at that stage yet where they can actually become great to match your greatness. And so oftentimes they pick you and put you to the side. They put you to the side, right? They put you to the side and say, hold on, I'm coming. So let me go and do my thing. Because a lot of us, we know when we have a great person who's a ride or die. Because the ride or die thing is garbage, right? The ride or die thing doesn't work. The ride or die thing brings sometimes chaos to your life because you want to be so loyal to a fault and thinking that your loyalty means something. You think that you are so loyal that no matter what, I've heard people say many times, I will never leave you no matter what you do to me. And you give him somebody a pass. Everybody cannot, everybody don't know how to understand that type of loyalty. Everybody cannot respect that level of loyalty. Everybody cannot honor that loyalty. Because when you tell somebody who's not ready, somebody who's immature, no matter what you do, I'm still staying here. You are just putting yourself in danger. Because many times, right? Many times when you show somebody that you will stay through anything, they put you through everything. When you show somebody that you will stay through anything, they will put you through everything. So you gotta chill out with telling people, I ain't never leaving, I ain't going nowhere, I ain't going anywhere, I'm a ride or die. Stop telling people that trash because it's stupid. It's stupidity. It's nonsense. It's crazy. And it hurts you. It breaks you more than it. Listen, when somebody really want to be with you, they'll behave themselves, man. They will sit their ass there. They'll behave. They'll relax. They'll chill. But a lot of times, man, a person know who they have. A man or a woman know who they have. And oftentimes, men are the ones who do this. Oftentimes, yeah, Dottie, many times, men are the one who does this. We know that you are a great catch. but we still young mentally. So what we do, we pick you up, we 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 bring you in, we do all the good things, and then we stop. Seriously, we do all the good things because we know how to get you. We don't know how to keep you, but we know how to get you. We do all the good things and then we pause. Then we put you on the side. And when we put you on the side, you thinking, you see that we have, as you call, potential to be a great man. You think you see potential because you saw what I did in the beginning. You saw all the things that I did for you. You saw what I'm capable of doing. You saw how I could be nice and kind. You see how I can be a great man to you. You see how I can be a great provider. So I know exactly what to do to give you that idea. And so now I do it in the beginning and then I just stop. Now I have you to the side. And naturally, what a woman does a lot of times, you wait. You wait for him to come back to that point. You say, it was great in the beginning, so let me wait for you to come back to the point. Let me wait until you come back to that space because I know that you are a great catch. You just probably going through something. You probably going through something that I don't know of. So let me wait for you because I know you have great potential. Yeah, exactly. And that's what happens. Hey, Leslie, a lot of times that's what happens. So a lot of times, unfortunately, we know when we have a great catch. And so therefore, we're not ready for that type level. We're not ready for that level of commitment. But when we are ready, we know where to find you. So I pick you up. Hey, Speedy, I get you. I do all the things to keep you. I get you. I set you to the side. That's what I call the closet folks. Very thankful that there are guys who confess what needs to be done. We set boundaries now. Yeah, but if we saw it, that is not potential. That's evidence, which is why we get so frustrated because we know they're capable of it. Right. Exactly. Hey, Yon's vibe. How are you doing? We need to leave when energy isn't being reciprocated. Indeed. Hey, Tony, I see you. So many times, that's what happens. I call it the closet move. Do you know what the closet move is? I've said it before. You know what the closet move is? The closet move, right? The closet move. What's up, kid, y'all? The closet move is when you buy the shoes and you wear the shoes for quite some time and the shoes kind of gets old on you and you bought a new shoes. And when you buy the new shoes, you put the one that you used to wear in the closet and you just put it there thinking that there might be a time where you might want the shoes again. And you don't really want it. Miss Courtney, how you doing? Miss Courtney, you don't really want it, but you hold it there just in case there comes a time where you have an outfit that you can match that shoes with. You know what I mean? Speedy, you put the shoes in the back of your closet because you know sooner or later I'm gonna have an outfit, or might have an outfit that will fit the shoes, and so I put you in the closet. So that's what a lot of times what we do as men, we put you in the closet, we put you in the backspace, you know. But the thing about what we do in this is because now we know a lot of times, let's be real, we know that as soon as you begin to separate yourself and you begin to go a certain distance, we know how to reach back out and grab you, right? We know how to. Hey, Diani, being here. This is a sensitive topic for me, but listen and learn. Good, Kedral. Good. I'm glad. We know how to reach out and touch you because you think because we're reaching back out, you probably think that we miss you. You think when we reach out and get your attention again, and we come back and we call you or we text you, you think that we want you. But that's a technique that people use. They don't want you to go too far, but they don't want you to be too close. So they will give you the type of abuse and disrespect so that you can stay at a distance. They will give you the type of neglect and disrespect just to keep you at a distance. Just to keep it at a distance. But they don't want you to get too far away. And this is where you need to learn where you stand. This is where you learn, you need to learn where you stand because this is what happens. So you gotta be careful. This is called the closet technique. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna write a book about this technique right here. The closet technique. People are doing this on a regular basis. A matter of fact, it works amazingly. It works so good that you have people who got you on a hook that you talking about. I don't know, I can't leave, but you're not in a relationship, but yet you can't leave. So what are you in? your mind. You are in your own damn thoughts. You are in your own reality that doesn't exist outside of you because they ain't sharing it. So it's the closet technique. It works, it works, it works for codependent women. It works on women who needs healing. It works on women who don't know their value. It works on women who are just, who only, whose feelings are stronger than your self-respect. It works on all those women. If your feelings are stronger than your self-respect, it works on you. It works on you every single time. It works on you so strong. The closet technique. I could do so much. Put you in the closet. You look at my potential. You look at my ability because you know I could be a good man. I could be a good this. I could be a good that. And you wait and because you hoping you will reap the benefits from when I become serious. You gotta listen. You gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention. If your self respect is not as strong as your feelings, you're gonna always lose. You know, this is number one law that we need to understand. If your feelings is weaker than your self respect, I mean, if your feeling is stronger than your self respect, it's not gonna work in no relationship. You will never find somebody. If your feelings are stronger than your self respect, you will always be put in the closet. I'm just telling you. It works because people fall for it people always falling for it. I'm telling you, a man knows what you want. Believe it or not, we know what you want. We know what impresses you guys. We know what impresses you. And we know from knowing what impresses you, we know how to capture your attention. And when we do the things that we know that you want, taking you out, spending time with you, speaking to you, talking to you, texting you, calling you, spending time, opening your door, taking you to eat because you know you're a woman like to eat. You taking you to eat again, and by the time we do it a couple times, bam, we got you because we put that pressure on. But after we put that pressure on, we back off because I don't want you thinking that we together now. You see what I'm saying? I gotta be careful. I don't want you. Listen, this is technique right here. I'm gonna put the pressure on, but I don't want you thinking that I'm your man because I want to repeat out loud. When you become all, claiming me, I wanna say, hey, listen, we're not together yet. Remember, we're not together yet. These techniques, it just works. It just works great. And this is when you need to see. Many times you don't know where you stand, and that's a problem. This is why. Listen, this is why you have to ask questions. That's right. This is why some examples of what it looks like if your feelings are stronger. So somebody asked me, give some more examples of what it looks like if your feelings are stronger than your self-respect. This is what it means, right? If your feelings are stronger than your self-respect, if your feelings, when a person disrespects you multiple times and you still stay, because why? Have you ever answered this question when somebody asks you, hey, why are you staying with him or her? And you said, because I love him, because I love her, because I miss him. That's when you know your feelings are stronger, especially when they keep giving you that hell. When they keep, and so many of you guys will say, well, it's because over the years we've been through so much together. And a lot of times, if you really look at it, you haven't been through so much together. They have put you through so much shit, and you have been going through it by yourself. But they've been there where they look at you while you're going through it. They will abuse you and cheat on you and then make you cry and then stay with you while you suffering, talking about we been through so much together. If you look at it, a lot of them you ain't been through nothing with them. They put you through a lot. This is what it is. You have to know the difference between you going through a lot with someone from someone putting you through hell and you going through it while they do it again. Because a person who's gonna keep putting you through crap, it doesn't respect you. They don't really care. They don't really care. So when I say your feelings, if your feelings are stronger than your self-respect, is allowing somebody to do and play you as they please, while you wait for them to love you and you love them, so you can't leave. When the reason why you stay with somebody because it's love, love is not why you stay with people. It sounds really bad. Doesn't have in the what are we talk, put you on the one down position. How do you get that knowledge of where you stand with a man? great question. I love your questions, man. I love your question. How do you know? How do you have the knowledge of where you stand with a man? Number one, it doesn't put you on a down. It's imperative that you ask questions. You have to ask questions. Hey, I was thinking, and I'm just curious. What are we? If a man don't listen, I'm gonna give you some toxic real advice. But it's not toxic. It's real. It's not toxic. It's reality. If a man says, "Listen, we're not together yet," if a man is telling you that you're not together yet, wait, listen. After a year, 6 months, 7 months, we're not together, then don't be together. Okay, I just want to know. Make sure if I date. Because see, some of you all, you're not playing the game right. Because dating is based on psychology, and you are not realizing psychology is more than it's not psychology is stronger than your values. Believe it or not. Am I single? No, I'm not single. I have been single for many years. I'm not single. Psychology is a lot more powerful than your values. Psychology is what gets somebody's attention to you. Psychology is what draws somebody to you, not really your values. People don't really know your values yet. Psychology is about knowing how to play the damn game, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, whether you are at work, whether you want to raise, you're talking to your boss, whether you're talking to your friend, whether with your kids. Psychology is it. If you don't know psychology, how the mind works, then you in life, you probably won't get what you want. You probably won't get what you want. Psychology makes a big deal. So when you ask a man, hey, what are we? And he, listen, I don't want to, then okay, you're right. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get angry. Don't get mad. Okay, now I need to know where we stand so I can do my own thing. Well, what do you mean do your own thing? Hey Belizean. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean do your own thing? No, I'm just saying we're not together, right? I mean, you haven't recognized me yet. I mean, I don't think I will. You got to know how to play the game. It's all a game. Relationship is a game. You all know this, right? Marriage is a game. Marriage is a game. Hey, I do this, you do this. I give you this, you give me that. This is a game. That's just what it is. And no, it's not manipulation. It's psychology. We all use psychology. When you're talking to your kids, hey Novi, when you're talking to your friends, when you get the promotion, it's not manipulation. It's just psychology. The mind. Listen, check this out. Chances are, a lot of times, psychology, how psychology plays when it comes to dating. We online, I talk to you, I don't try you. All these men trying you, all these men are all drawn to you, all these men are begging you and forcing you. Then there's a man who not paying attention and he just, hey, you don't know what he wants, you don't know what's going on, you're curious. All of a sudden you wanna, hey, I wonder what's about him. What is it about him that's I'm drawn to? You know why? Because it's psychology. It's knowing how the mind works when it comes to attraction. It's psychology. It's not about psychology. It's not about psychology. Why do you want the thing? TikTok got banned. All of a sudden, everybody missed TikTok. But when you had it, you didn't use it for months. But as soon as it get banned, what the mind now, since you can't have it, the mind is like, hey, I want it, I want it. It's basic, it's psychology. We have to know how psychology works. How do you market? Psychology. Seriously, how do you market? Psychology. You know what people want, what connects to people. It's just psychology. It's just psychology, man. So if we learn, man, if we learn psychology, you can get whatever you want. It's a beautiful thing. I'm a good girl, but I live freely, and that scares people because you typically work hard for good things. I'm a good girl. There's no such thing as a good girl or a bad girl or a good boy or a bad boy. It's no such thing. Thank you, Dottie. It's no such thing as a good because men don't really care for good women. Men don't. It's not about being a good woman. It's not about a good woman that men want. This is why I hear women ask the question: how come men don't like good women? It's not about good. There's no good woman. Because there's no bad ones. There's no good man, and there's no bad man. It's just that we are just people. Right, we are just people, and when we know how to attract things and bring things to us, shit, it works. Whether you're a bad woman, you get the man that you want. The good woman, sometimes they don't because you abide by different rules. Your rules is you have certain morals and certain ethics that you don't want to, and then certain people don't have those same morals and they get what they want. No, but you have to ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. Just giving it simple different. Oh, I got you, Miranda. I got you. Hey, Tiffany. I got you though. Because in all reality, it's manipulation too. I mean, it is, especially. Listen, there's some ways that you can manipulate this to get what you want to. There's ways to manipulate this thing to get people. Listen, see, can I say this without you all misunderstanding me? Can I say this without you all? I don't want. I don't like saying these things because I know it's taken wrong. Because people will be like, oh, that's toxic. Listen, called perception. Listen, some of y'all be begging people to stop cheating on you, begging people to stop doing this to you, begging people. Yeah. I don't. Listen. Sometimes you just gotta remind people, right? Listen. Sometimes you just gotta remind people that you are wanted too. You are be trying to prove you want. I'm a good woman. I'm a good man. Sometimes you gotta just remind people, hey, you ain't the only person that has options. I have options too. And you know what you do? Psychology in that will make people, you know what, before I do something stupid, because, you know what psychology is? Let me tell you what psychology is. Psychology is this. You know somebody cheated on you. Hey, Patricia, how we doing? Psychology is this right here. You know somebody cheated on you, and you know that they know that you know. Be quiet. Just be quiet. You good? Listen, you know somebody cheated on you, and you know that they know that you know. What you are being mad for? What you are being all loud for? What you are being rude and cussing? You good? Hey, Mark, you good? It's good to see you. Mark is like, wait, what just happened? I bet Mark don't cheat again. I bet Mark relax. I bet Mark learned to sit his ass down. Because when Mark knows that Justine ain't doing much and saying much, Mark is assuming that Justine is doing something to get back at Mark. Mark is assuming that Justine is gonna bring him his karma. Mark is just scared to death. Because Mark understands that when a woman is loud and arguing and argumentative and pissed off and going off, she not done. Okay. Lolo, how you doing? Mark knows that when Justine is going off, and Mark knows that she ain't going away. But Mark knows, Mark knows that when Justine is quiet, when Justine that she knows that he knows that she knows, when Justine is quiet, Mark knows, oh shit. It's rough. Mark is scared. There's ways to use psychology to get what you want. We have to just learn. We have to be careful. We have to be smart. But I'm telling you, so somebody asked me, a woman after 4, 5, about 6 months of dating, you should ask. If the question was never asked to you, you should ask, hey, what are we? Simple question. Now, if that man believes that you all go together, that man will say, hey, I actually look at you as my woman. How would you think about it? A man don't say, well, after 4, 5, 6, after 6 months, if a man doesn't want you yet, he doesn't want you. Can we normalize that? After 6 months, no, he should walk away. After 6 months, actually, not even that long, to be honest. But let's give it 6 months. After 6 months, if a man don't bring up him being with you, ask. Because you want to be sure. Ask. Hey, I'm just asking you this. If you have to ask, then I mean sometimes. But sometimes you ask just for clarity. But then again, if you have to be confused, let's see where it goes, right? When a man said, let's see, well, nah, I can't, let's see where it goes with you stuff. We're two grown people. We ain't seeing where it goes. We have a direction. When you shoot a gun, there's a trajectory, there's a destination where it's going. When it comes to dating, it should be in a direction. Let's see where it goes after 6 months. No, we good, man. It's been 10 years and we did the 6th month. He keeps saying the same nonsense so we can just have normal conversation. Man, listen. Listen, most time you don't have to ask if a man wants you. Indeed. Indeed. What's up, Mills? How we doing, man? It looks familiar? Yeah, confusion means no. Why does rejection feel so painful and annoying after learning that the person was lying the entire time and not serious? Well, every time, listen, it hurts when people lie to us because the story, when you know the real story, the one that you made up in your mind, that one has to be put to rest. So it hurts because you don't want to put the story to rest. Because, all this time we've been dating, right? All this time you've been dating, you assume that this is what's going on. You assume who that person was. So when you know that the person was lying, it hurts for multiple reasons. Number one, when you know somebody is lying to you, it hurts the most because now you don't know. You have to question everything that they said. You have to question everything that they have ever told you, and I think that hurts the most. So the simplest things you have to go back in your mind. You have to go back in your mind to see, damn. Everything that they said to me was a damn lie. And that brings more pain. Number two, you have to realize that the story that you was telling yourself was a lie. So now here you go believing a lie and that hurts. So it hurts. Rejection hurts because your ego is all in it. Your ego. You're just the ego of having been in a relationship. You know what I mean? Hey, Miss Nosy Rosie, how you doing? Kirk at night, happy because of being bored and with food. Well, I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel a lot better. So your gym shirt with Jazz, it was beautiful. She was going her. Yeah, hey, she's a beast, man, Lolo. She a beast. Can you find a good West Indian man? I mean, I'm sure you can. I asked after 6 months, and he said he couldn't promise me a future. He isn't what he wants, right? Listen. When a man say he can't promise you anything and stuff like that after 6 months, and you shouldn't be, number one, you shouldn't be really asking a man to be with him. You ask, what are we? Right? You ask, what are we? What are we? What the hell are we? And so when a man is telling you the truth, you gotta believe him. But when one thing I learned about a man, me being a man, when a man is telling you the truth, is we don't say things as how you would say things, right? A man don't talk how you talk. It's something that we ought to have to understand. We don't communicate like how you do. So when a man says, "Listen, I'm not ready for a relationship," it means I don't want you personally. To practice logical reasoning and using reality, you can remove your feelings. Facts. Same to you, Sally. But seriously, when a man is saying, "I'm not ready for a relationship," it's you. Because I promise you one thing. I promise you one thing. I promise you one important thing. Ain't nobody is gonna turn down the right opportunity when it comes. Not you, not me, not nobody. Nobody turns down the right opportunity. So when people are telling you that I'm not ready, nobody is not ready for the right opportunity. Most of the times, listen, let me learn on the job. It's called on the job training. What hurts the most is that I didn't matter enough to them to be granted the simple respect of a basic conversation. It's the choice to use it as justification to be deceitful. Yeah, that makes sense too. That makes sense. Or sometimes he isn't financially ready. Now, this financially ready stuff, I think is an excuse. I think it is. Because one thing about a woman, she knows when her man is not financially abundant. She knows. And if a woman is gonna say, "Hey, listen, let's do this together," No matter if you ain't got $1 million, I'll be good because I have my own stuff going on. I can bring to this table, as we call it. I can, I can help support. I can. You're not gonna say no if he listen. Ain't no, listen. Let's be right. Let's be real. Ain't no man letting the woman that they want go. Let's just say that. Let's just go straight to the point. Let's be real. Let's just kill the effery. Ain't nobody letting their woman that they want go for no BS reason. Ain't nobody. No, I ain't got enough money. See, I was saying this. When a man is telling you these things, it's because he knows in his heart. Let's be real. Can I say something that's very ugly, but the ugly truth? A lot of times he knows that you ain't going nowhere. I want that to penetrate your heart. He knows that you ain't going nowhere. He knows that you ain't going nowhere. A lot of times they know that you ain't going nowhere. They know that you're not going anywhere. They know because you remind them and you tell them and you make sure they know I'm a ride or die queen. I'm loyal to the team. My man, this, my man. You have to remind people sometimes that you are not there forever. You have to remind people that you are not there because after a while, we were just talking about this someday. It's a natural part of life that sometimes somebody might have to understand. One of the reasons why we appreciate what we have so much is because one day they might lose it. And so therefore let me appreciate it so that I won't lose it. Let me appreciate it even more so that I won't lose it. And that's why a lot of times, a lot of men will lose. Actually, women do it too now. We all do it. A lot of men would have to lose you to realize, oh man, nobody who I speak to was just like you. Because when something is around you for so long, you tend to stop seeing their value. You get so used to it. You get so used to it. I'm telling you, you get so used to it that you stop seeing the value until it goes away, and then you realize, oh shoot, I miss it. Oh shoot, I miss it. But we have to learn, man. We have to learn. Sometimes, when a man is telling you all this crap about he not ready for you and stuff, then stop being ready for them. Move on with your life. Date. You have options. Don't you have options? Don't you all have options? If you have options, one thing I tell women is this, and this is not. Some people don't like this advice. One thing I tell women all the time is, why are you dating only one man? There's no competition. Now I know it sounds terrible, and I know it goes against some of your belief system. And dating don't mean sex. It doesn't mean that you gotta sleep with them. It means why are you dating just one person at a time? How do you choose the right one if you only have one? How do you choose the perfect one? Hey, Empress, how are you doing? How do you choose the perfect match if you only have one, if you have no options? Sometimes you gotta date. Dating is hanging out. Let's eat some food. Let's drink some, just drink a nice beer and talk. Let's hang out. Me and my wife date all the time. I mean, too bad we have kids, but sometimes we're like, hey, y'all, where's their mother at? Like, Lord, where's their grandmother at? Let's put them to the, let's go, let's hang out. Let's chill. Let's go eat some food. You pay this time. But we have, listen, stop telling these brothers, because when a man don't have to work for what he eats, he take it for granted. And I just want you, I want you all to notice. Yeah, Empress. When a man ain't got to work for what he eats, he takes it for granted. He doesn't recognize it. He doesn't recognize the value because it comes easy. And easy come, easy goes. A man has to listen, in the animal kingdom, there's animals who have to fight for the, if you want, yeah, that's true, Belizean. If the lion want the lioness and vice versa, he got to fight all the other lions. Listen, you gotta fight all. You gotta beat it. If that bird want that little female bird, he have to have the prettiest wings, the prettiest lats, the best sounds. Listen, you all be just giving these people access to you for nothing. Just hey, come on. This is the best time. So long thinking that you're gonna live her future. You're right though. Somebody said says sometimes you be dating the wrong one for so long, thinking that you're gonna have future together. And you know what it is? Just because 2 years ago you had an idea that says 2 plus 1 is 5, and you hold on to the idea for 10 years, doesn't mean the idea could never be right. It's still false. You see, many of us be making the mistake and holding on to the mistake for 10 years and thinking that in holding on to the mistake for 10 years that the mistake corrects itself, and it never. Hey, truly blessed, how you doing? The mistake, a mistake held for an extensive amount of time is still a mistake. When you have a relationship and you know that you shouldn't be in it, if you have it for 10 years, it's still a mistake. 20 years later, it's still a mistake. 40 years, it's still a mistake. It doesn't correct itself. A mistake does not, oftentimes, when it comes to relationships and dating, it doesn't correct itself. Why buy the car when you could have the make it free? I'm telling you, many of you don't understand psychology. If a man thinks that he could just have access to you without trying, or you just there, I don't date nobody, nobody wants me, I don't go on dates, I don't talk to nobody, la la la, and he comes, he knows that you in all his thought is, well, you ain't going nowhere, so why do I have to do anything special? Why do I have to take you out? So you have so you meet men, and when these men come up to you and they say, hey, I want to take you out, you're like, okay, where? Come to my house. What? Come to my house. Come to your house. That's what you. That's the first date to your house. That's what you bring in, huh? Okay. Come to your house on the first date. I should come to your house and do what there? Do what? Like come to your house and do what? That's as far as you going. You have to listen. I'm telling you, man. I know men don't like it either. Men don't like to hear this, but they know it's true, regardless. Some of the things that I was doing when I was younger, I never knew why I was doing them until now. Ain't like I was thinking about doing it. Ain't like I was thinking this the meaning behind it. I never knew what I was doing until now. Until I got older and more aware is why, oh, this is why I was doing the nonsense. Oh, that was pretty stupid, but it worked. And a big mistake is talking about past and how, I'm telling you, accustomed to their presence, not the present is themselves. It's a spot to be filled and anyone can fill it. Indeed, indeed, indeed. What do you think about this excuse? His favorite excuse is when I say we're never even going on a date. He says, well, I used to do it all the time in my younger days. I'm older now, so I'm not into it. Well, he knows that you're not dating nobody else. So he's not in competition. He's not in competition at all. So he could do whatever. Listen, a person who's not in competition could do and get away with anything. He can get away with anything. If a man knows that he has you locked in and you think that, he knows that you are the only one and you love him and stuff, your love, your own love can be used as a damn weapon to, against you. You have to understand, when a man knows that you ain't going nowhere, he ain't got to do anything else. He done. That means he's done trying. Stick to your boundaries and make no exceptions. You have to stick to your boundaries and make no exceptions. I don't care if it's your man, your husband, your wife. Sometimes we just gotta shit or get off the pot. Because but you know what though? You can't get mad and then still be there. People need to listen. People need to understand that you have choices. You are just telling them that you don't have no choices. I just need to understand. When I take my wife to the gym, I see people looking. I know she have option. People, especially she got them little brown eyes. People be looking, boy. Hey, let me stay on my game. Because marriage is not the end either. Marriage ain't the end. That shit is not the end. It never stops. I can't think about her not going anywhere. I gotta make sure she don't think about going anywhere. So there's work to be done. There's constant work. There's constant growth. It's all constant. When a man knows that you're not going nowhere, they don't have to do anything. They just talking about they don't want to provide. How you don't want to provide? Man, listen, man. It's so much. Hey, Susan, how you doing? It's so much. It's so much. It is so much to understand out here. But listen. I was on this thing. If you're not going to leave, let him cheat in peace. If you're not going to leave, let him cheat in peace. Somebody said, if you're not going to leave, let the man cheat in peace. When I was all about myself, a guy did a lot for me. After I made it known I wanted him, he was not interested. That shit is stupid to me. It is. It is. It is. It is indeed. That's why during the dating stage, I leave my phone wide open, unlocked on the bed for all the text messages to be. Oh, I like it, Sherry. I like it. I like it. I like it. You're gonna understand. I made a video last week. There's a couple things that play a big role. There's a couple things that play. Is cousin marriage safe? You mean cousin and cousin married together? No, that stuff is weird. Well, in this culture, this stuff is weird. Is cousin marriage safe? Cousin and cousin? You know, back in the days, they used to say cousin and cousin make a dozen, but they don't come out right. Listen, they used to say back in the days, cousin and cousin make a dozen, but they don't come out right. They've been missing eyes and missing limbs. You know what I mean? They've been missing body parts. The body parts be just off. No, man. Mm-mm. Not two cousin. Many of us give people multiple chances, even though they hurt us and don't respect us. All they want to do is waste our time. Yeah. Not to cousin. I listen. If I know that you my cousin, I don't care how far removed. I'm not curious. Cause when we make these babies, boy, I don't want my babies to come out looking weird. No, ma'am. My babies. I don't want to weird babies, man. Yeah, folk. I don't want to weird. I don't want to weird looking babies. Babies come up with a deep voice. Hey. No, ma'am. I'm looking at you like, damn, you my cousin. I probably shouldn't have done it. Oh gosh. I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. Um, Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I forgot the question. He brought up marriage straight away the first time we spoke on the phone. Now, here is what people do. Hey, sunshine. Here's what folks do, right? Here is what folks do. When you see a man brings up marriage on the first date, leave. When you see a man brings up marriage on the first date, leave. You're wasting your time. Yeah, when a man bring up marriage the first time you talk, leave. Don't leave it alone. Let it be over. Let the conversation be done, because a lot of times it's a technique to capture your attention. Because men think women want to get married. Men think when he say marriage, you get slow, right? A man think a lot of times when you bring up marriage, that's all you need to hear, and he got you up. Huh? No, you can't stop. No, you like it. Oh, you're the one. No, listen, let that go. And a lot of times, the reason why men bring up, I'm just giving you all the way how a man thinks, okay? A lot of times, and not a man. I'm talking about a certain type of man. It's not all men. It's a certain type of man. So don't think that I'm giving you how men think. I'm giving you how certain types of men who play certain games think. When a man think, or when he brings up marriage on the first time, the first date, what it means is that he thinks that's what you want to hear. And when he thinks that's what you want to hear, he feeds it to you. He feeds it to you. And now you begin to think that he is serious about you. So he begin to waste your damn time. And that's just what it is. It's not that it's narcissistic. It's a technique, psychology. Like I was saying, it's basically it's still psychology. Some things that some words or some looks or some gets people attention. Marriage get a lot of time, but I think not so much right now because I think it's crazy. Yeah, I think it's a crazy thing. Some call it love bombing. But hey Florence, but it's just it's it works. Play from the Himalaya plains, right? Somebody says it's how they plays from the Himalayas. Play. If it sounds too good to be true, listen. When you are dating in the beginning, right? What, what about a man who loves God? He is supposed to bring up marriage to remove a woman and him from sinful life. You cannot speak for the majority, brother. You talking about a man who loves God will bring up marriage on the first time, the first conversation? You mean a man who just meet you for the first time who loves God is gonna say, I want to marry you? Really? You think a man no, let's be serious. Number one, let's just go straight to the point. Let me talk. Let me explain this. Here's the deal. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be real. When somebody have put in the work, let's say a man, let's say his name is George, right? Let's say his name is George. George has done his work financially. George has done his work spiritually. George has done his work emotionally. George has done his work physically. His body, his mind, his spirit, his finances, his emotional state, he has done the work. You think George is quick to give that away that easily on the first conversation? You think George will meet the woman? You think he is so careless to say, hey, I want to marry you on the first conversation? George is financially, physically, mentally, George has put in thy work. And George is a place in his life where he's at his best. George is perfectly fine where he's at in life. You think George, on the first conversation, George become the price. You don't understand. George will become the price quick. George will be like, hey, nah, I gotta find the best one for me. George, just because George is a man, some men could find, listen, hey Audrey, how we doing? We find our value too. He will be more selective. We men have options too. We have options. So I don't care if he loves God or not. George has options. And George ain't telling you about marriage in the first conversation. George might brings up the question, hey, what do you feel about marriage? But George ain't saying that he want to marry you because he don't know yet if you fit his lifestyle. I'm just saying. So don't assume that a man who loves God is any different. Yeah, you love God, but you have your priorities in order. George ain't going to give that up so easily. George will take his time, exactly. Listen, as a man, financially stable, physically able, emotionally, mentally, you think I'm giving myself away? You think I'm quick? You know who does that stuff? You know who give themselves away to all the women? It's them sensitive, egotistical men. Easy. You think I'm giving myself? You think I built this just to give it away? Hell no. Hell to the no. Never. Hell no. And once a wife, immediately he will be operating from desperation. Right? Exactly. Loving God has nothing to do with rushing into a marriage. Indeed. Before he knows if he even likes a woman yet. Indeed. That's common sense. What if men get discouraged because he knows you are dating other guys? So dating, and that's a good question, right, lady? Eh? Dating other guys. When a man get discouraged because you're dating other guys, that's a good question. And some might, right? Some might get discouraged. Some might be like, I don't feel like competing. I don't feel like competing. But you have to understand, the man who wants you is gonna, hey, listen, let me take you out. And sometimes it's not their business to know who you're dating and how you dating it. And dating don't mean sex. Dating, men go on. Listen, do you see these dating shows? These when the Bachelor or the Bachelorette, or that love at first sight nonsense, when you have all these people in competition, and that fuel. Those things fuel your testosterone. Do you know that? It fuels your testosterone. Your testosterone. You know, damn thing. So, I was about to explain something. Check this out. When a man meets you, when a man meets you, Understand when he first talked to you. Ah, Lolo, you be good. But when a man meets you, and he's because the first thing that he's gonna do is be attracted to you physically, and when he meets you, his testosterone is gonna be up. That means the attraction is gonna wanna the attraction pulls you to him. The attraction, his testosterone spikes, right? Yeah, that Papa balloon nonsense, right? His testosterone is heavy, and so therefore his actions become to get to know you, right? His action, but is guided by testosterone. He gets to know you, and certain other chemicals are released. Dopamine, oxytocin, right? And what's the other one called? Start with a V. What's the other one, you all? Those things are serious. Those things are real. And when those damn hormones are being released, he doesn't know that. Well, I think this is my dopamine speaking, right? I think this is my vasopressin speaking. Yes, that one. Vasopressin. Thank you. I think this is my testosterone speaking. No, he feels it like it's real. And so he began to go to those things and he began to call you. He began to text you, feel close to you, and brings up relationship because he's drawn to you. So the dopamine creates a motivation to come closer. That stuff is going on within him. When he penetrates you, those things go back down. As soon as he penetrates you, listen, when the man finally penetrates you, his stuff goes, whew. And now he begins to see you for really what he is. He begins to see you from a clearer view. And this is why it's very important. This is why it's very important. Yeah, this is why it's very important to let them things build. It's like when Lil Wayne said, let the beat build. Let it build, let it build. Let those things build for a while. Let those things build up. Let them build up. Let them build. What you rushing for? Let them things build. Because the more it builds, is the more he gets to know you and connect to you, the more he wants to be around you and talk to you. And when he gets to know you, when he builds, when those things are built and built, creating a bonding drug, and when he penetrates you, he still stay up. There's techniques to these things, man. Hey, Venus B, I know you was on here. How are you doing? Use my old phone for that. Why? This one ain't working? Gotta be careful because that's the fun part. Yeah! You're not autocorrect. Stay fighting. It's true. It's true, Jamisha. It's true. They stay fighting, man. It's them big thumbs you have. They're the big finger. All from one character. I said I'm not using that in. It's not wise to date or invest in more than one person because you actually have to choose one and end up hurting the man you didn't choose. That's no. Men date multiple women. When I said date, I don't want you all thinking that date means having sex and coming to the house and Netflix. Date means hanging out. You going to Applebee's and get 2 for $25 and talking and conversing and getting to each other. And if I don't like you, I don't like you. If you don't fit, if we are not, that's how you will know. Now we say, right? We say it's hurtful. Listen, you all think that men are so soft. Men, listen, man. You see them men when the men telling you all been hurt before. Okay, so let me say this right here. I have many women have inboxed me and told me that they were talking to certain men. Kirk, I've been talking to this man. I would forget their names. Kirk, I've been talking to a guy and wait, what the hell was I gonna say? Oh my God. Yeah, Kirk, I've been talking to a guy, and but I see that he told me that he's been hurt, so he don't trust women. Okay, right there, kill it, kill it. I'm telling you, kill it right there. Let the thing go, because some of you are gonna spend too much time proving. Some of you are gonna spend. It's a trap. It's a Lord God, it's a trap. The biggest trap. You all don't listen. You've been hurt too, right? You've been cheated on. So why is it because he cheated on? You gotta well, and it's no. Listen, no. We're not gonna make up. We ain't gonna listen. We're not gonna go through this because of the past. Is listen, you want the job or not? You ready or not? Because why are you here? It's like me coming for a job and I'm not. When you give me the job, I say I'm not ready for it. Was there? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why do you even come to the interview? Why you keep coming back to the interviews when you're not ready for the job? You're wasting your time and my time. So when you telling me, hey, I've just been hurt, when a man telling you, I've been hurt, okay, we got it. I understand. I don't trust nobody. Listen, when you hear I don't trust people, leave it alone. Because some of y'all women, y'all think that means it's because you never meet a bitch like me. Y'all just be tripping, thinking that you're special. And y'all be effing yourself up. You have a backup plan just in case, Nancy? When you are here that I don't trust, oh, some of you out here, something simple as, listen, I've never been in love before. You know what I mean? I've never been in love. And when you hear that, when you hear a man tell you that, oh my God, you never been in love. Oh my God, that's so, why not though? Why not? Because you never met a woman like a real woman. You never met a real queen like me. That's why you've never been in love. And you begin to take the challenge. Women like to be challenged too because your ego is bigger than mine. You just don't see it that way. Your ego is just as big as mine. Seriously, your ego is as big as mine is. Because now you want to prove that point. I'm telling you, because when you hear a man says that he never been in love or he don't trust, you think he ain't never met a bitch like me. You don't know what you don't know. I will snatch your soul. You hear me? I snatch your soul up, and I might have you calling my name when you're asleep. Okay. Okay, let's see. Can you talk about the black women have attitudes when we have those type of standards? Like we being hard on them and women from other races are different? I don't meet women with attitude, so I'm not sure black women have attitude. I'm not the one who says, I don't know. We all, listen, this is what I do. I choose violence today. What's up, Susan? How are you doing, Superpower? Here's the deal. If I meet a woman with attitude, I'm automatically going to the other direction. I don't care if you're white, black, purple, pink. If you have an attitude, I'm going to the other side because I don't want to put up with attitude. Number one, I ain't gonna, my mom didn't raise me for all these years just to put up with somebody's attitude. I think we grown people. I think we need to let go of the past, realize that this shit it happened, learn the lesson, and move on. But I'm not gonna be with a woman and get attitude from her. I can't do attitude. Is it that you ready or not? Is it that you ready to date or not? Is it that you ready to be in a relationship or not? But if you're ready, the attitude, all that I don't trust this and I don't trust that, leave that shit out there. You can't bring that into a relationship. You can't bring dirt into a soup and expect the soup to taste good because you like dirt, because you like playing in dirt, right? You can't bring dirt or sand into the soup because you like playing in the sand. So you think you mix it. No, leave the soup, leave the sand outside the soup. It doesn't fit. So all these things about attitude and stuff, we growing people. You can let your attitude go. You can stop being so defensive. Stop thinking that everybody want a piece of you. Stop thinking that everybody's gonna hurt you. This is your responsibility. This is your responsibility. And a lot of times that energy makes you so aggressive and it makes you unattractive. And this is for any race. Black, Asian, Dominic, I don't know what races are there in this world. Africans, whatever race. If you are protective, if you hurt, if you scared, if you live in fear, naturally you have an attitude. And I promise you, I don't care why you are sick. I just know that you are sick. And I don't want to contract anything from you. I don't want to take anything from you. So let me leave you alone. I don't want your attitude because it's not attractive. A lot of times, that's why women with the attitude attract a lot of soft men. If you have this attitude on you, you will always attract soft men. You will always attract younger as men who want you to support them and buy them their Jordans. You will attract a lot of men who want you to pay their phone bills because they don't have a job. Because men with jobs, men with financial security, men with all this stuff don't choose you. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. So if you want to attract that, you're gonna have to drop that stuff. You're gonna have to heal yourself. You gotta remove that energy from you, that aggression. What you aggressing for? You walk around aggressive. Why are you so aggressive? I've met men who act interested and surprised when I say I'm single, but never call, but I always want to know what I'm up to when they see me. Why? Because those men, a lot of times, have women that they are dealing with. And so they want to have you on their time when they are not busy. You know, a lot of men, they already have their interest in other people and in their partners. And they put you on the hook just to keep you there. You know what I mean? They don't take you seriously. That justifies him going through your phone, tracking your movement, telling you can and can't go because he's insecure. Red flag, exactly right. Especially when you're talking about I don't trust. Listen, we gotta be careful, man. We gotta be careful. Hey Lynn, how you doing? Hey Kathy. Hey Kat. We gotta be careful when we're meeting these people who tell you that I don't trust. I never loved nobody. At this age, hey Thomas Lee, at this age, 40 something years old, a man telling you, a woman telling you that they never been in love, listen, that's a red flag. That means it's not that they're a bad person. What it just means that their heart is not open. Hell, we be in love at 14 years old, we be in love. 16 years old, we in love already. 17, 18, we in love. You're talking about you 40 and you never been in love, something's off. What do I think about long distance dating? I think it's one of those things. I mean, basically saying that we all get hurt the same, regardless of color, race, and apply it to men. Yeah, same crap. Long distance dating. I think if you or the person don't have plans to move, leave long distance alone. Okay? When it comes to long distance relationship, remember, to keep it going, chances are either you or them have to make a move and move to where the other person is. Now, if you have no desire of moving from where you are, let's say you meet a man and he lives in Antarctica, right? And Antarctica is not for you. It's too it's too cold for your nipples, especially because when you call your nipples be talking to you, right? So if a man is in Antarctica, is cold there, is ice, and you never been in a place, you might want to rethink. Hey, listen. If you're not planning to move to where I'm at, this ain't gonna work. This doesn't help us. You cute, you have, you know, PP is nice, but it ain't worth it. I mean, I ain't moving. So let's not waste each other's time. So long distance is different because long distance is for people who don't need all that damn attention all the time. If you need all the attention on you all the time, long distance ain't for you. If you have trust issues, long distance ain't for you. If you ain't planning to move, long distance ain't for you. So it's one of those things that long distance works because it builds up anticipation. It builds up anticipation by communication, always talking, always. But after a while, somebody gonna make that move. Somebody gonna have to make that move to visit, and so I'm just saying, long distance. It's okay, but a lot of times these days, I wouldn't too much care for it. People be having their whole family. Hey, Nancy from Dallas. If a person had never had anyone in love with them, but they have been in love, do the same rules apply? No, if you've been in love, that means your heart is working. No, you might just not trust people easily, but it means your heart is working perfectly fine because it's your love. But unfortunately, not everybody that we love gonna love us back. You know what I mean? Not everybody who we love gonna love us, and that's just one of the things. You know, the guy I met last week on Facebook dating site is located in Houston. Dallas and Houston. That's not that far. That's like what, 4 hours? All the mind games being played in dating makes me glad I'm single. Have me suspicious of all men. I get what you're saying. Listen, every job that you have, people get fired and people get, they don't get, they get, you know, sometimes you lose money, you get less hours, but it doesn't mean that you don't want to work. right? Because we have to see the things that we want to see, right? We have to understand, even though some jobs are shitty jobs, there are other organizations that are very good organizations. There are very good organizations out there. And so this is why we can't see everything as the same. We have to learn that this world is balanced. This world, for all the negative, there's a positive. It's just that negativity spreads easily. Negativity, it spreads so fast, but positivity, it walks slow. Positivity is like an old man who's 80 years old. He's 80 years old and he takes his time on the walk. But negativity is like that 21-year-old man who sprints and carries it everywhere you go. And it just seems like he's all over the place. You see him downtown, you see him in the club, you see him outside the club, you see him at the bar, you see him at the mall because he's fast on his feet. So, but you have to understand, just because negativity spreads and looks more, like it's not more. There is not more. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. There is not more negative than positive. If so, the world won't work. The world won't work. There is not more negative than positive when you start in your car battery. It just looks like it. It just looks like it. There are great people out there, but it's just that it's not your type because there's no chemistry. Oh my God, you're too short. Oh, your nose looks funny. Oh, your hair is too this. Oh, your mouth, you have a crooked tooth. You know what it is? Sometimes your shadow was a mother effer. Oh, you missing two teeth. How you gonna miss? You missing all your shit down the bottom. You know what I mean? You're missing all you miss. Yo, you're missing your favorite. You're missing my favorite tooth. This is my favorite tooth. And if a man don't have that tooth, I can't be with him. That one tooth in the middle. Now, if you was missing this one, I wouldn't mind. If you were missing the one on the left, I wouldn't mind. But you're missing that one. So every time you speak, Kubaba, what's going on with you, girl? Let me look at you. I can't even look at you. I bet when you sleep, your whole mouth is open and I can see your teeth. We shallow. We shallow as hell. Oh, your pee-pee is 2 inches too short. No. No. Let me see it again. Oh, no, 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 no. I can't. I know you love me. And I know you have nobody else and you don't want nobody else. And I know you are, but I can't. Your pee-pee is not my ideal pee-pee. My other men. Because, my other men that I had before, their pee-pees was, and my walls are going to close in on you. I get anxious because my walls are going to close in. I don't want my walls to close in because I'm anxious. You know what I mean? Yeah, you are shallow, man. You are a shadow. There's a lot of good people, but they just don't look like, they don't look that business type. They don't look like they have a lot of money. They don't wear nice, brand new shoes. You know what I mean? They don't wear the brand new shoes and the brand new clothes. Some of them are like 5'1". 5'1". I'm 5'2". You too short for me. You the same height. We shot. You all think everybody's gonna be 6 foot? Hell, I'm not. I'm like 5'1.5". I'm good, good. You know what I'm saying? I met this girl one time. I met this chick one time. She goes, "Oh, you short." That's the first thing that you saw in my height. I came out of the car and I think I fell because I didn't expect the drop to be. You need 6 feet. I mean, listen. It is what it is. 6 feet population in America is about 15% of men. 14% of men is 6 feet. 14%. Do you want that? I'm fat. I can't date. Listen, the population of men who is 6 feet and above is about 14%, right? And 6 feet and above, 14%. Now imagine that's just men. Imagine how much of them is single. 6 feet and make about $80,000 or more. It dropped to like 3%, maybe 7%. 6 feet, $80,000 and single. Two people left. Super, I know. You got two people left. And if the man is 6 feet, make that type of money, and emotionally intelligent, listen, those men, if he's single, he want to be single. You thought I was taller? What's some alien power? I'm 5'1.5", and that's when it's sunny outside. But like when it's bright outside, I'm 5'1.5". I just have a big personality. When it's cold outside, my shoulders drop a little bit, and I'm a five flat. So on cold days, I'm a 4'11", 5. You know what I mean? And when I don't feel good, I drop even more. So my height depends on the temperature, my emotions, and how I feel. But seriously, look, many of us are. No, I'm not 5'1". I'm just joking. I mean, I ain't that much taller, but I'm not 5'1". I'm 5'7". And that's on a good day. When I superpower. That's when I stand straight. You know what? I used to think my height will stop me from getting a woman, and I realized it never stopped me. It never in my life stopped me. So I'm like, women, I like tall men. It never stopped me, so I never really cared. I don't care what you are saying. You are like, I never be. I always got what I wanted. Yeah, man, 5. But when you obviously gets cold, you get yeah, my AC gets cold. But seriously, there are good men and women out there. Some of them women out there are great women, but they have some more weight to them. They have a little couple extra pounds on their love handles. You know what I mean? They have a little couple pounds on their love handles, and men, I'm like, man, you fit my ego. I mean, you fit my heart, but not my ego. You know, you don't. Same like women. Women, you oughta listen. I watched the video. I wish I could have showed you that video. I watched. Do you know this guy that be on IG? A big black guy with a beard, and he's thick, with a big old beard, but he's thick, and he always having the underwear, and his little thing always showing. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about? Let's be real. There's a dude I see on IG. Thick guy, tall guy, big black guy, always in some gray sweatpants or some underwear, and his thing is always showing. Always just he just likes it. Big old beard. And I was scrolling on TikTok the other night, and he was live. I said, you know what? I see the comments on his videos. Listen, it be comments on his videos by women. Oh my lord, the women be going crazy. I went to his live just to see what the women talking about. I'm curious. Number one, the dude is slow. Slow as a box of two rocks. Just two little rocks in a box. And he is slow as them. The way he talks, I'm like, wow. But the way how women are carrying on in the comments, he had like 300 women in the comment section. And he's talking about all these things, and I'm like, wow, this is what women do. And women, when women get hurt, they want you to feel bad because they don't understand that a lot of times your shallowness is setting you up for failure. When you shallow, what you get is what you get. What about dating someone you're not physically attracted to, but he is a sweetheart and differently? You know, one thing about connection, listen, man, you know, I think we have to stop. Everybody is not attractive. Everybody is not going to be attractive. You see them, Kabuba? Yeah. Everybody is not going to be the same physical attraction. But it's the connection that makes somebody more attractive because you notice that if you meet somebody who is okay, the connection add to it. You know what I'm saying? The aura adds to it. The way how you feel about them adds to it. So sometimes you have to give people a chance because attraction is only a memory. It's only what your mind is just used to. What your mind is finding what your mind is finding was similar to what you are used to, and so therefore you're gonna say that's attractive, that's not attractive. But some things are acquired. Some tastes are acquired tastes. That's what it is. It's acquired. You might get to like it sooner or later. It might take some time, but the more time spent eating freaking oatmeal cookies instead of chocolate chip, you know, the first time you had a chocolate chip cookie, you you know, you used to eat it. You know, you eat chocolate chip cookies. Then you see an oatmeal cookie, you thought it was chocolate chip, you bite it, and oh, this is disgusting, and you try it again, and you try it again. Next thing you know, you learn all the health about all the health truth about oatmeal and how oatmeal is better, and how it's just better. And after a while, it start to grow on you. And next thing you know, you like oatmeal cookies because it takes a while to be acquired. Some people are acquired taste. I mean, be honest. Yeah, some people are just acquired taste. I know my wife was not my type, but she became my type. I mean, is she my type? Not necessarily, but that's the one I look at. Sometimes your type is just a damn typo. It's just a thing that you think that is real. It's not real. My wife, listen, my wife was not my type when I met her. And she was a small, little, cute person. I really wasn't into cute, little, light skinned people. You know, I wasn't into that. But then she grew on me. I was like, I like you. Sometimes you just have to give people chances. Seriously, sometimes you have to get. I like me. I used to like me them thick old thicks, them little thickies. I used to love it. I mean, I not used to. I still look good to me, but I like her. So you never know. You just acquire taste, man. Your type is a relative thing. Man, listen, there's too much thickums. There's so much out there, man. But we just too damn shallow. Listen. It's only 14% of men who are 6 feet. Men who are attractive is a small percentage. Listen, sometimes you gotta look at, if you look at people as energy, you find exactly what you want. I feel judged. You guys are always looking at BBLs all day long, but we peek at sweatpants. You know what though? BBLs. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's good to look at, but that's it. Shallow, but that's what makes it worse. When you date someone and like them for something other than the surface, when they do you wrong, make you wanna. But everybody don't do everybody wrong. Everybody don't do you wrong. We gotta stop. Listen, let me say this right here. Let me say this. Let me go straight to the point. Stop going into anything thinking that it's gonna do you wrong. Stop going into anything, business, your taxes, job or work. Stop going into dating or a relationship thinking that something is going to do you wrong. I don't care what the last one did to you. Stop going into your new area thinking that something is going to go wrong, somebody going to do you wrong, because then it's not worth the time that you even going to put. That is a strong energy. When you think it's going to go wrong, somebody going to do you wrong, it's going to really affect you in what you attract. Let's stop going. Listen, 2025, let's stop going into anything thinking that it's not going to be just what you desire. Just cut that shit out. Because then you're wasting your time. Because now you put all the energy into it, it's going to be shitty. Seriously, it's going to be shitty. When you go into something, look for it at the best. And if it doesn't end up that way, okay, that is what it is. You got to see things for what it possibly can be. But there's a point also where you have to look at the reality of it. You see, you be honest with yourself, but when you go in, you know what I'm saying, going with a clear mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Stop putting all the apples in one basket. I'm saying, what if that's happened? It happens all the time. Sometimes, sometimes it doesn't end up. But this is why you have to learn you. This is what you have to learn you. This is why you have to learn you. Listen, marriages go wrong sometimes. Marriages go wrong a lot of times actually. But you had the experience. You had the time. You had the good days. You had the beautiful days. It is what it is. Yeah, I think we just take these things so serious. I think we need to just relax a bit, man. Nothing is lost. Yeah, Kajal. Like nothing is really lost, We don't really lose a lot. It just feels like it. Because we're afraid. See what I'm saying? Nothing really, we don't lose that much stuff. We're just afraid to take chances. But I'm telling you though, what I was telling you, don't go dating with, when you talk to somebody, when you meet to somebody, and they begin to tell you how they don't trust people, they have trust issues, leave them alone. Listen, I understand you, I feel you, and leave them alone. You don't have to know why, you don't have to prove a point of why they can trust you, because they will never get to the place where they're going to trust you. And they're going to make you suffer, they're going to make you pay for the last person who hurt them, and it's an excuse. Stop trying, woman, stop trying to prove to a man that he can trust you. It's either he trusts you, or is it that he has trust issues or he doesn't. If he has trust issues, leave that man alone. But how to use four agreements? Don't make any assumption. And then you also have the law of assumptions. Is there a way to combine both? For some reason it confuses you? Don't make any assumption, meaning, focus on the facts, right? Focus on the facts. The law of assumption is not the same as assumption as that. Assumption is like how you want things to end, how you want things to happen. Focus on what you see things to be. The law of assumption, what you want things to end being, right? How you want things to happen, right? And you got to visualize it and see it. So that's the law of assumption in that aspect. But don't make assumption means don't assume that the reason why he's not coming home is because he's cheating. The reason why he didn't call you is because he has somebody over. That's assumption. The reason why he ghosts you is because it's not based on facts. It's based on a certain perception. So it's different. It's just a different. It's the same word, but it's a different meaning. But it's a whole different explanation. So make an assumption is just don't assume that it's about you. Don't assume what you don't know. It's not when somebody do something. It's not you. Sometimes you just don't know. Ask questions. But the law of assumption is to visualize something to wish it was to be like this. You see what I'm saying? We all see things differently sometimes. Indeed. Did you know Mr. Goddard wrote about how out how ooh, how our Miranda, you on those fingers, huh? Thoughts of others also influence their reality, and if the numbers are many, then he will be overpowered in his own manifestation. You might have to rewrite that one, Miranda. Indeed, indeed, indeed. But listen, though, listen. I wasn't done giving my thing. I had to stop. My life is called "Why They Can't Do Right by You." I think I gave enough meaning. Anyways, listen, I've been here for long enough. I've been here for an hour and a half now. But I hope you understand my point. I hope you got where I'm coming from. Um, I don't. I hope you got where I'm coming from. Why they can't do right by you. That was the point of this live. Why some people can't do right by you. And let me go over these again. Just to end this off. Some people can't do right by you because they just can't. And one of the reasons is they are looking for the right person. So the first one was they can't do right by you. They will never do right by you because they are still looking for the right person. You ain't it. See what I'm saying? You ain't it. You just not it. You are just a pause in their story. They're still looking for the right person. That's why they keep testing and trying and going out and cheating and ghosting because they ain't met the right person yet. And when you understand that you're not the right person, you have to do what you have to do, which is leave. I don't care how you feel. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. You're not the right person. They're not. You just don't want you in it. And the second reason is they have no discipline. They have no self-discipline. They have no self-discipline. When a person don't have self-discipline, it's just what it is. Kirk, have you loaded the last two Saturdays on YouTube? I didn't save the one from last week, from this past week, but I haven't loaded the one from the week prior. I will load the one I forgot. I will load the one from the week prior, but we didn't record this one because this one was like more personal, and it was people's business. So I didn't want to. It was a question and answer conversation type stuff. So I'll post the one from last week in the next day or so. Even the person that you think is right for you may not be after all. Indeed, 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 indeed. The next reason why people can't do right by you sometimes is that they're just not ready for you. They are just not ready for you. I'll post a link in that one too tomorrow. They're just not ready for you. They know that you're a good woman or a good man, but they can't be ready for you. They're not ready to be that man or that woman that they need to be to You know what I'm saying? To keep you there. They're just not. They know that you're a good woman or a good man, so they do what they gotta do. They put you in the closet and they just wait. Number four, one of the reasons why they can't do right by you, a lot of times, sometimes, hey Denise, sometimes is that you accept anything. You accept anything. You have no boundaries. And when you understand that when you have no boundaries, people are gonna do as they please. They're gonna give you anything they want to give to you. And they're gonna take from you everything that you have because you have no boundaries. You have to have boundaries, man, from day one. A lot of times you trying to influence you trying to enforce your boundaries after 2 years of being together. It doesn't work like that, man. Thank you, Miss Busy. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to set boundaries after we already in a relationship, it usually breaks the relationship because that's not how I met you. You have to set boundaries on day one. That's just what it is. You can't set boundaries later. I mean, you can, but with someone else. Because a lot of people, that's how I met you. You see what I'm saying? Wrong man sometimes move on with the right. Yeah, Charmaine, indeed. Hey, Tiffany, how we doing? So, hey, listen, this is my time. This is it. It's been an hour and a half. I've been on live. Thank you for joining me. I want to come back on live more on YouTube more often. I just love talking I think talking a lot. It's a lot sometimes, you know? But I do want to come back. I really want to come back and talk to people on here. You know what I'm saying? I really want to come back and talk and bring you all up and just have conversations, especially questions that we struggle with and questions that you want, or things that you want more um, knowledge or advice on, things that you have in your life. And it don't have to be personal, or you ain't got to say everything. Well, thanks for joining, Nikki. And you need to call Miranda. Oh, boy. What do you mean? Until next time. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, Shabre. So I see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. We getting some snow Tuesday, so I might be live tomorrow too. She's stoned. Peace to all. You all be blessed, man. You all be good. And I'll see you guys soon, all right? Y'all, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much.